Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Katie Redwood here. How are you guys doing? Oh my goodness, sorry guys, another late night streaming, but I know you're going to love it. This is very important. And this is, by the way, this is Neil Byron Smith at the background. He's a motivational artist based in the United States of America. And you can find his music on iTunes. I love his music. I will not be overcome by fear. Did you hear that? Because I love the wording, not just listening to sounds. The beat is good, and also the meaning is powerful. Successful, glorious. Did you hear that? Perseverance, enduring, overcoming. That's it. Persistence, focus, consistent, resilience, strength, perseverance, enduring, overcoming. You like it better this way? Focus. Oh, you like it up. Resilience. Okay, can we both ways though? So you can see now for some time now I've been displaying my African outfits, okay? I encourage you to wear your African outfit because if you don't wear it, who's going to wear it? And they are lovely. Lovely. What I want to see is for African, clothing to be in the shops where anyone can pick it up, wear it for any kind of occasion. We're going to talk about that in the summer. But for today, I'm talking about why many find it difficult to overcome their difficulties. Why many, okay? Fail to handle their overcome their difficulties. Why many fail to handle their difficulties. Okay, great. As one and only strategic coach overcoming adversity, I must tell you that in your adversity, there are things that are key. Thanks for watching, guys. It's Katie Regbu here, the author of the book Triumph in the Midst of Adversity, and the one and only strategic coach overcoming adversity and a life coach. I'm an international public speaker. I'm the host of Kate O Show, and I'm a consultant as well. So what are we talking about today? Oftentimes, many fail to overcome the adversity, and there are things that are key for you to overcome. Okay, so if you have not seen the title of today, is the reason or the reason why many do not overcome their difficulties, the things that can stop you, what action you can take that can stop you from overcoming your difficulties, your adversity. So number one thing, as I said, is for you not to recognize and acknowledge your adversity. That's your difficulties. Because you might be in a situation and you actually fail to realize that listening is not the best situation for me. That is good to recognize that. And after you've recognized that, I also said that there's something that is key, which is for you to seek for help. But there's another dimension I want to go today, if you will let us go that way today. People being in a situation and they actually feel sorry for themselves. If you are in a difficult situation, feeling sorry for yourself, and you are thinking or waiting for someone to come and actually tell you that, listen, this is not good enough for you, before you actually know and recognize that this is not the best for you, then you might be waiting for so long. Listen, life is full of challenges, but in the midst of your challenges, it is of paramount importance that you remain focused in order for you to overcome. Being focused also, you have to, after you have acknowledged that the situation is not right, and please, I want to see your comments and share this link as you're watching. After you've recognized that the situation is not the best for you and you seek for help. But many are not doing that. What they are doing is this. They feel pity for themselves. They think, oh my God, my world is crumbling on me. My walls are crumbling on me. I'm the only one going through this. They look at people's picture, on social media, and they feel, oh, these people are doing well. Look at me. I cannot do anything. But I've said to you, that as the one and only strategic coach overcoming adversity, now I want to help you to turn your challenges to triumph. Meaning that this, even while you are still going through your difficulties, when you have not, use my strategy to overcome, while you are still in it, I'm telling you now that you can actually turn those difficulties to triumph. And that's what I've done for myself. So if I've done it, I can do it for you too. But people don't want to believe it because it looks too simple. How can you turn difficulties to triumph, Kate? That's what some of you might be watching me. They'll be saying, "No, Kate, that is. Are you joking for real? How can you turn something that is difficult, something that is a challenge that I don't want? You want to turn it to triumph? Yes, I will turn it to triumph. I will help you if you are willing. That's the thing. Oftentimes people say, "Oh, I want to, suffer in silence. I don't want anybody to know what I'm going through." Well, too bad. And that is what I've kept in the third world country where they are today, because the illness that killed their father, their great grandfather, ended up killing their father, ended up killing their grandfather, ended up killing their great grandfather, ended up killing their grandfather, and ended up killing their father. And they are still waiting for it to kill them. But my own world is different. What I've gone through that have become a challenge for me, I will not allow it to destroy my child or destroy somebody close to me or someone who is on my platform. I have to use it to empower you. I have to use my experience, because that is the key difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. When a successful person, someone with successful mindset, the people you see out there who you follow on social media say, "Oh, these are famous people." The difference between them and yourself is this: is that when they go through a challenge, when they go through a difficult situation, any challenging situation they go through at all, the experience they go through in life, they learn from it. And they take advantage of situations. And when they see opportunity, they grab it quickly. But for some of us, the only thing they see as an opportunity is something that is like shining, like my earrings, like this beautiful. Oh, they say this is an opportunity, this is ready, this is nice. Oh, my lovely blouse. Oh, they say, yes, I can just wear this, Kate. Oh, you give me this. They will say this is nice. But when you give them something that will change their world, something they can do, and when they look back, they will say, for real, is this me? They don't want to do it. Because sometimes, as I said in my book, for someone who have a successful mindset and for someone who have unsuccessful mindset, the major reason with them is not about the money in their pocket. It's not about their bank account. It's poverty is much more than, the financial, the money or possession that we have. Unbelievable. It is more than that. Because I have been poor and have a successful mindset, and I triumph in everything I touch. I put my hands to do when I was back home in Africa. But when I came to Europe and England, I started, speaking the language of the common man. What is happening around me, that's what I started speaking about. And at the same time, before I knew it, I was still determined, but I began to see limitations. If you start seeing limitations before you, sorry God, that stream late. I know now the time was 9:30 and now I'm streaming late, so a lot of people must have waited. But this thing, as I say, it's better you get to heaven late than you don't make it at all. So that's why I decided to come out too. They had some challenges that made me to be late, but it's better I come here. If you can't watch it now, at least you can watch it later. So what am I saying here? In your difficult situation, there are things that are key. Like as I said about the successful mindset and someone without a successful mindset is this. The material possession is way beyond the physical money or the cash or the materialistic possession that we have. Just as I use myself as an example. Years ago when I was back home in Africa, I finished school, I was just a young graduate, don't have no money, but because I have the successful mindset, that mindset for success, I was successful in anything I lay my hands to do. Whatever I desire to achieve, I achieve it. And not only achieving it, I was helping people who are around me who are willing to get, what they want to get the job they want to get to achieve it. I built up their mindset, unknown to me that I was coaching, and they achieve it. There was one that got his any job. There's another one that got a job in another company, Port Harcourt. They're different places. They achieve what they want to get. But when I came here, after going through, some challenging situation, looking at people surrounding me, I began to speak a different language. I was still determined. I was still optimistic. Positivity was still there, but there was something that was missing. I was missing the success mindset. Now I began to see limitations. Now I began to, to speak the language of the common man. Everyone wants to do this. Oh, listen, these people are not giving us job, always seeing the problem. That was what I was not speaking as well. And that is the major difference. That's why now if people sit around me for a few minutes, before they say 1, 2, 3, after a while, I can understand whether this person have a successful mindset or the poverty mentality. Because for someone who have poverty mentality, they always think that, oh my God, they are not good for anything. They can't offer the world anything. Because the poorest person on earth is that person that think he have nothing to offer. It's not the person that don't have money in their account. Somebody might have a zero money in their account today, and tomorrow they might have thousands. And for somebody with a poverty mindset might have maybe 1,000 or 2,000 pounds in their account today, and tomorrow they might have zero, because it will catch up on you. So what am I saying here for you who is going through difficulties? In triumph in the midst of adversity, what we do in triumph in the midst of adversity is to help you to learn the key strategy to handle your difficulties. Thank you. Say that's true. To handle your difficulties, and also to turn your difficulties to triumph. And when I say turn your adversity to triumph, mean turn your difficulties to success. That is what I'm doing. Because the enemy thought, oh, if I attack Kate, or when I face Kate with these challenges, or people around who have done one or two things to pull me down, they thought, oh, if I do this to Kate, Kate is going to crumble. No, I'm not going to crumble. Just as I said in my book, in fact, guys, you need to read this book. I said, even if your walls are crumbling on you, and you cannot prevent the walls from crumbling, guys, if you can't stop it, you say it has crumbled already. But one thing I'm telling you for you to be rest assured, do not allow those bricks to fall on you. Because if you do that, oh my God, you have crumbled in your adversity. So what must you do then? You should lift your leg up and step on those bricks. And if you can do that, and you know the use of your voice, then indeed you can triumph in your adversity. I always like to use Oprah Winfrey as an example, and Colonel Sanders. Especially Colonel Sanders. When I listen to that man's, life story, oh my goodness, you will say, what? Did someone actually survive this? Yes, he survived it. But he got to retirement age and he wanted to give up his life. He said he can't take it anymore. He failed virtually in everything. So for you who is watching, maybe you have failed in several things. Maybe you have worked in different places. They've not seen that you're good enough. It's not a time for you to feel sorry for yourself, to feel bad about yourself. Even Oprah Winfrey was told that his talk show is not going to make way. They say it's not good enough. Oprah Winfrey is so emotional, So sometimes you can be doing some, live broadcasts and see, things that are really touchy. Oprah will weep on that show. I'm telling you. It will weep. You will feel sorry for that situation, just like one that happened in America recently as well, when a lady who was broadcasting and he saw children who were left abandoned because their parents have no residence in America, something like that. I watched it recently, and the girl, she cried also, in a live broadcast, and they said, oh, she have this. No, that is how you know who you are. You have to know who you are. Maybe what she is doing is not her calling. I remember when I was working in customer service, and the lady who I was speaking to, who lost her husband and had the TV package and some packages that they have when the husband was still alive, and now, things are becoming tough financially and she cannot cope, and they will tell us, oh, you can't degrade people only to upgrade them. But of course, this woman cannot afford it. What are you upgrading her to? I let her to talk to me. I listened to her, and after she spoke to me, the woman was even, breaking down. Some people will say, okay, maybe call us back later. But I won't do that, because you don't know what she's going to do when she dropped that phone. So I stayed on that phone, and I spoke to this woman, and I made sure that before she left that phone, she was fine. And the woman said something to me that actually made me think for a minute that day. She asked me for my number. She said, oh, thank you so much. You're so good. Please, can I have your number? I said, unfortunately, we don't have the right number to give her. We can't give our mobile number out. It's okay. She said to me that, I should be somewhere else. That's what the woman said to me. She said, you are so good. You shouldn't be here. You should be somewhere else. That is where I am now. You see what I'm saying? I said to her, something said to me that day. I don't know how I said that, but I said to her that, why we, that certain time in our life that we'll do what we can do, what we want to do, something like that, but at the appointed time, that will be where God wants us to be. Something similar to that I said to her. And I didn't know that I was actually speaking to myself. Indeed, that is where I am today. When I said that to that lady, I never planned this. I never planned going to be doing, coaching and all that. But that is what I'm saying. There are certain things in your life that you know you are so good at it. You are passionate. You love it. You can do it very well. But probably it's not what you are doing now. But because you are going through adversity, you are going through challenging situation, all that just disappear from your head. And all you see is the challenge, or is the difficulty, is the problem. If you keep on seeing your problem, guys, if I'm looking at only seeing my problem in my entire life, I didn't see opportunity, maybe I will not even be alive. There won't be a Kate O show. That is the truth. So for you who is going through challenging situation, see beyond your difficulties. See beyond your limitations. See beyond those things that you cannot do and begin to look at your strength. What are those things that you can do? Because whether we believe it or not, there are things we can do. Even when they tap us and they wake us up from the bed, we don't have to think about it. We can do it. Just like someone calling me and say, "Kay, I want you to come and speak at my event tomorrow." If I'm chance to do it, I don't have to worry about what am I going to say there. All I need to ask the person is, what is the event about? How many minutes do you want me to speak? The key question I'm going to ask the person, that's all I need to ask. And I know what to do. You understand what I'm saying? So guys, don't crumble in your adversity, guys. Do not feel sorry for yourself. Don't feel, because some people think, oh, pity party. Oh, that's how life is. No. You can be better than that. Listen, your challenging situation is to redirect you. Is to make, because Oprah said, say, where there is no struggle, there's what? There's no success. There's no success if there's no struggle. Your difficulties is to actually, strengthen you. That's why I redefine adversity. Because the dictionary definition for adversity is always trouble, problem, problem. But I've redefined adversity. And I'm looking forward to my definition of adversity to come into the Oxford Dictionary someday. It has to go in there because I believe that the opportunity that adversity brings is being ignored. It's being ignored and people are crumbling daily, and that is not what challenges are meant to be. And that is why I said to you that challenges are not there to kill you, neither are they there to destroy you, but to strengthen you and to prepare you for your next level of success. That is what adversity is. That is what I've realized now that adversity is. But initially, when a friend betrayed me, I would be like, oh my God, why me? But at some point, I also realized maybe that is why God said I should do my talk show to encourage people. Because at that time, that was one of the most lonely parts of my life. Because no one wants to come around you when social services are in your case. Because she told me, "Okay, don't worry, I'll go to your children," and she called the social services on me. Unbelievable. People can be so mean. Yes, she can be so mean, but what she did has actually directed me to face the calling of my life. God's calling upon my life. If she didn't do it, who knows? Maybe I will not be where I am today. Maybe I will not be doing what I'm doing today. Maybe I will not be fulfilled. Maybe I will do that thing that I really wanted to do, thinking that will make me happy, and I'm doing it and I'm frustrated there. You can never tell. So that is life for you. What I want you to take away from this video is this. Know that life can be challenging, guys. That's why I said, like, listen, God don't give big fight to little soldiers. And know that because it is tough, that's why I always say to people that the tougher it gets, the bigger the testimony. The fact that it is tough, it means there's something big that is there. That is why in my own challenging time, I actually look inwards. Because oftentimes people spend more time, in the job they do even more than they spend on themselves. But in my adversity, I actually began to fall in love with myself. Who is Kate Rebo? I have to ask myself that question. Who are you, Kate Rebo? What are you born to do? There was a time I was actually looking for work, and I asked myself one simple question that made my decision change overnight. Some people very close to me couldn't understand why is she changing, but that is it. I was praying, I was saying, no, this is the job, this one I want to get. And I asked myself, if you get this job, Kate, and you are being paid 3 times the salary offered for this job, will you be happy? Could you believe that the answer was no? I realized that would not give me fulfillment. So what are you doing then? I'm already in my 40s. If in my 40s I do not know what to do, I do not know what I'm born to do, when am I going to find it out? But I thank God that I'm in that calling. I do what I love. I wake up looking forward to doing more of what I'm doing, want to impact people's life, want to tell you that don't give up and that it is possible and that so much believe in it and it's real, boldly written. at the back of my book. You need to see how much time I send the message to my publishers. Oh, like that. No, no, no. They put it at the corner. I say, no, 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 not at the corner, at the middle. Never give up. I say, put it there like that. Make it like, I wish I could do it myself, make it bigger. Don't give up. And that is why I advise you to erase giving up from your dictionary. That's what I've done for myself. Don't give up. Be in the driver's seat of your life. And that's what we help you to do at Triumph in the Midst of Adversity. So we have free consultation for 1 hour. Check on my website, www.triumphinthemidstofadversity.com, and book your 1 hour consultation and figure out what is it, that you're born to do, or a goal that you'll be struggling to achieve that you've not been able to achieve, or you want to learn how to turn your adversity to triumph. We're here to help you. Thank you so much for watching, Ejiro. Thank you for watching as well. And I love you lot as always. And guys, please don't give up on yourself. If your faith has failed you, please grab into mine. If your strength has failed you, grab into mine. It can be challenging. I'm not telling you that it's easy. I have been through my own challenging situation, and I still have challenges that I handle daily. But I must tell you that if you have the key strategy to handle your adversity, and if you know and truly understand what adversity is, then you will understand that, listen, adversity is nothing but opportunity. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video. You can never tell who this video is meant for and who is waiting there for this message. So share it, and I believe that it will going to reach people and transform life. That's what I'm here to do, because the 92% of the world population who fail to fulfill their potential according to statistics, my desire is to make that drop drastically. And by the grace of God, they're going to drop. And more people will be fulfilled and live the life that they truly love and deserve. Thank you. Bye-bye. It's Katie Roybo from London. Bye-bye. Thank you.